For your consideration, the Jericho.
We all know Deadpool and Wolverine are back with the fourth wall-breaking official teaser, and now they have finally set things in motion for Iron Man 4, and Deadpool and Wolverine can show up as RDJ Iron Man in the MCU with TVA involved in the official teaser. And there are more things we get to see in the teaser, so stick around, because we're going to tell you all about the Easter eggs that Marvel is plotting for RDJ's return for Iron Man 4. The main clue we have is from What If Season 2, which set the stage for Iron Man's return. Even though Iron Man had a perfect ending in Avengers Endgame, What If shows that he can come back without ruining his legacy. The last Marvel movie of 2023, What If Season 2 brings back Iron Man again, proving that there's a good way to bring back the iconic hero. Iron Man's last appearance was in Avengers Endgame, where he sacrificed himself to save the day. This made him one of the greatest heroes in the MCU. While it was a fitting end for Robert Downey Jr.'s time as Tony Stark, What If demonstrates that he can return while still keeping his legacy intact. Robert Downey Jr. was a perfect fit for the role of Tony Stark in the superhero genre, starting in 2008 with Iron Man and remaining a key character throughout the Infinity Saga. Even though his sacrifice in Endgame was a great way to end his time as Iron Man, many fans want to see him return. The new multiverse saga in the upcoming phases of Marvel movies makes it possible, and What If provides a way to bring back Iron Man in a way that fans can accept. What makes What If even better is that it shows that using different versions of Iron Man, known as variants, is the best way to continue the character's story. In the first season of What If, each episode explored a new reality, introducing 5 distinct versions of Iron Man, all based on the main MCU version. While most of these variations end up facing unfortunate fates, the series received critical acclaim, and viewers generally agree that it didn't harm Iron Man's legacy. What If Season 2 is planning to feature at least 3 different Iron Man variants in its multiversal episodes, and once again, there's no controversy about bringing Iron Man back. The series has found an effective solution to satisfy the audience's desire for more Iron Man. Simply use different versions of Tony Stark that have unique characteristics. This is more feasible in an animated series where a different actor can voice Tony Stark while maintaining a close resemblance to the original character's design. The challenge of bringing back Iron Man to the MCU lies in the difficulty of doing so without undermining his impactful departure in Avengers Endgame. The best approach appears to be through multiversal variants of Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. has moved on from the role, and Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has been openly opposed to resurrecting the mainstream version of Iron Man. Bringing back the original Iron Man would mean reversing his iconic sacrifice in the MCU, requiring an equally memorable, if not superior exit, which is nearly impossible. The concept of multiverses, as seen in Marvel's What If and other recent MCU works, offers a solution where viewers can still see Iron Man while respecting and preserving his legacy. Now, before we dive into the main event of our video, let's understand why bringing back Iron Man to the MCU is quite challenging. The best approach seems to be through multiversal variants of Iron Man, allowing the character to return without spoiling the impactful ending he had in Avengers Endgame. Robert Downey Jr. has moved on from the role, and even Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has been openly against bringing back the original version of Iron Man. Bringing him back would mean undoing his iconic sacrifice in the MCU, and would require a departure that's as memorable, if not better, which seems nearly impossible. Fortunately, with the multiversal concepts in Marvel's What If and other recent MCU projects, fans can still see Iron Man while respecting and preserving his legacy. Now let's delve into the main event of our video. How Wolverine's return proves that Iron Man can also make a comeback in the MCU. Recently, Hugh Jackman announced his reprisal of the role of Wolverine for Deadpool 3. This move successfully resurrects Wolverine, despite his perfect ending in his last movie, Logan. Logan was a poignant and exceptional film that broke away from the typical narratives of Fox's X-Men franchise. Much like Robert Downey Jr. in Avengers Endgame, Hugh Jackman delivered a remarkable performance before meeting his character's demise in Logan, while Deadpool 3's confirmation of Wolverine's return raised concerns about undermining Logan's legacy. These worries were alleviated when Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman clarified in a video that Logan's Wolverine would remain dead. The Wolverine in Deadpool 3 is a variant, utilizing the MCU's multiverse and time travel themes. This This clever loophole could also be applied to Iron Man in the MCU. By introducing a variant of Tony Stark, or an Iron Man from an earlier timeline, the multiverse concept allows Iron Man to return without compromising the impact of his sacrifice in Avengers Endgame. Now let's address why the MCU needs Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man now more than ever. Bringing back Iron Man as a multiverse variant offers several benefits. Firstly, it allows the MCU to choose which era of Tony Stark they want to revive, preserving the character's unique charm from before Avengers Infinity War. This approach keeps the essence of Iron Man intact without altering his endgame persona or story. Secondly, introducing an Iron Man variant could breathe new life into the multiverse saga of the MCU, which has faced challenges in terms of inconsistent quality and viewer engagement. Superhero fatigue has become a concern, with many audiences feeling overwhelmed by the interconnected material and multiple movies and shows needed to understand the overarching narrative. With key cast members like Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson retiring, the MCU is transitioning to a new generation of heroes, with mixed results. Bringing back an Iron Man variant could rejuvenate the franchise and restore it to its former glory, once again anchored by Robert Downey Jr.'s iconic portrayal. And lastly, What We Loki Season 2, Episode 5 has unveiled Loki's most potent ability yet, the power to control time slipping. This newfound skill allows Loki to visit any target on any timeline and manipulate its course. With this ability, Loki could potentially navigate the end of entire timelines and alter their outcomes. Considering this, there's no reason why Loki couldn't visit Tony Stark at a point in time where he is still alive and as powerful as he was before his death in the Battle of Earth. Despite their previous strained interaction, Loki might see Stark as a valuable asset in facing the Council of Kangs, a formidable threat requiring significant firepower. The idea of Loki revisiting the sacred timeline and Tony Stark could offer a compelling and satisfying interaction. However, the biggest challenge lies in re-recruiting the original sacred timeline Stark, as it would diminish his sacrifice in Avengers Endgame. Loki would likely want Stark at his most powerful, meaning the nanotech-laden Iron Man from that movie would be the most effective ally against Kang. But this would also solidify Thanos' victory in that timeline, negating Stark's character-defining sacrifice. Thankfully, the multiverse provides a solution. Previous examples in the MCU have shown that variants can be nearly identical, with slight differences leading to branched timelines. Loki's own variant is a prominent example. This suggests that a Tony Stark from a different timeline, perhaps one where the Avengers failed to defeat Thanos, could be reintroduced into the MCU. Resurrections are common in comics, and the multiverse offers Marvel a chance to explore this opportunity. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.